Good afternoon and welcome to today's Voice of Faith, and thank you for joining me today. Hey, would you do me a favor? Would you mind sharing this, liking this? We want to help as many people as possible, and by you doing that, we're able to reach so many more than we can do through our own posts. But today I'm going to take you to Luke chapter 1, verse 37, one of my favorite scriptures. It says, "For with God nothing will be impossible." With God, nothing will be impossible. Yesterday, I talked about the sufficiency of God, that there's no insufficient anything in God. That with God, there is sufficient funds, there's sufficient power, there's sufficient anything and everything that we have need of. There's sufficient healing, there's sufficient deliverance, sufficient salvation. Nobody is so far gone, has sinned so much in their life that God can't provide salvation for them. God has provided and can provide anything that we have need of. Well, here's something that we see here. With God, nothing will be impossible. And I made mention yesterday that, and as I closed out my teaching, that we need to have faith without limits. Here, I'm going to restate that. Let's have faith without limits. He said nothing will be impossible. But the key takeaway that I want to give you today, it says with God. We can't do it by ourselves, guys. It's a must. One of the things that I do is as a daily practice, first thing in the morning, I get up. I spend time with Him. I spend time in His Word. I spend time thanking Him. I spend time praying. I spend time seeking Him with all my heart. Why? Because I know without God, all things can become impossible. But with God, nothing becomes impossible. That means whatever seems to be an impossibility in your life, and there are some impossibilities that we see in life, as long as we're connected with God, we're partnered up with God, we're walking with God, we're walking by His faith, the faith that He's given us, and operating in that faith, believing it, speaking it, acting on it, then we'll see those impossibilities turned around, and we'll see the manifestation of God's provision, God's protection, God's direction, God's wisdom, God's hand in our life, in every area of our lives. That's good news, guys. And wherever you're at today, I don't care what it is that you're facing. I think of the children of Israel when they were delivered out of Egypt. They came up against the Red Sea, and the Egyptians were after them. They were fixing to slaughter the Israelites, millions of them. And God opened up the Red Sea. Well, God can do whatever He needs to do to protect you, or to provide for you, or to deliver you. God has the ability, because there's not anything impossible. So today, quit looking at your situations and thinking that they're impossible. Start looking at your situations and think, with God, because I'm with Him. I'm connected with Him. What He's done for others, He is and will do for me in Jesus' name. I hope that speaks loudly to you. God bless you. Have a fantastic rest of the day. And don't forget, if you work the Word will work.